Welcome back to some more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Hope you all are doing well, having a great day. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, enable notifications, and leave me a comment. Okay, so going to talk with them here in Pyloon Saloon. There's a lot less to talk with. I'm gonna try and finish the Holotactics. I'll probably only show you the ones that's successful. And we'll see how much time we've got. How long the video is gonna be.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
Another time. You ever think about taking trips off-world, Turgle?
Maybe, but I'd keep my home base here, of course. But I imagine owning multiple luxury homes across the galaxy, as my fame and fortune grow. I hear the lakes on Naboo are beautiful this time of year. And Diego's got 1,000 moons. 1,000! That's so many! Hi, Cal.
Well, he's got big dreams.
If you hear any more great tunes on your travels, load them up in here.
Not a bad selection.
Okay, I bought everything on here.
Come back later, yeah?
Not a whole lot of
Well, here
conversation.
we are. Nearly as many empty seats as when you first walked in here.
The Empire's never good for business.
Outer Rim's a tough place. Its selling point was being stormtrooper free, until a few years ago. Sorry, Cal, lots of thirsty customers.
No, there aren't really thirsty customers here.
I'm good, Cal.
Can you believe it? Mosey, gone. Winnie and Zig, poof. That lady what talks riddles?
Two locked.
That's the one. Always knew they weren't Kobo material.
What makes Kobo material?
Stubborn. And, well, mostly stubborn. We're like moss, we are. Scrape us off, we just grow right back. Oi, Cal, good to see you.
I'm busy, young Jedi.
Try not to die out there.
Okay, so like I said, I'll do the Hollywood tactics that I still need to, and I'll probably just show the ones that are successful.
Ready for a game of skill?
Stowaways to go toe-to flipper with Skimmer!
Combat! Oh, it never stood a chance! And it's off the board! Oh, so long farewell! And it's a corner!
See, these rocket or
Will
explosive
his
troopers are kind
victorious
of
streak continue?
overpowered.
Let the battle begin! Obliterated! Now that's
a holo kill! That unit is toast! Cal will be looking to repeat that performance next round!
2 more to go.
Holotactics! Oh, so long, farewell! That unit is toast! A strong round for Cal! Go! Oh, it never stood a chance! That unit is toast! And it's off the board! That's
There
the
we go.
match to
Scuba
Cal!
defeated. We've got the mustache and patch.
Alas, skilless dev was swimming upstream.
Through Holotactics, I will improve my understanding.
Combat! And Cal takes one out!
What a show.
Holotactics! And Cal has to be happy with that!
The explosive was just
Smiles
so
on you.
overpowered.
It never stood a chance! And it's a corner! An expert play by Kestis!
Fortune smiles on you.
Commence! That unit is toast! And it's off the board! Now that's a holo kill! Cal Kestis triumphs!
Woohoo! There we go. Okay, and then after you've done this, you unlock the final one. Data disk.
I will process this combat data and learn, hopefully.
And then you get a... Now, the one thing that's kind of stupid for me is like, there she's standing and now there's a hollow her. That's just stupid. So you get a skill point from her if I've got it correctly.
Shall we play a game?
One thing that's nice of hers is you've got a lot of points.
Let the battle begin! Oh, so long farewell! And it's a corner! Now that's a holo kill!
Fortune smiles on you.
Combat! Obliterated! Now that's a holo kill! And it's a corner!
Woohoo!
Outstanding.
Go! A great hit by Cal! That unit is toast! And it's off the board! And Cal takes one out!
The scorpion
What
thing
a
is very
show.
Skriten. It's very strong. If it doesn't get hit, as long as it's got its claw in front of it, it's almost unstoppable. Walker against Walker. But I've got so many points, so let's get this thing in here as well, see how it goes. And
Holotactics! No mercy from that ATST! Obliterated! It's raining rockets!
What an engrossing sequence of play.
skill point acquired. Like I said, for me especially, the walkers, they're actually better at long range. So especially when you're like with Cal, just get underneath their feet and avoid their grenades. But that's when they're the least threatening.
You have played perfectly.
Okay, and that's all of them.
So long, champion.
Talk later?
Plants are so pretty.
Yes, they are.
I used to look at holo images when Papa was away.
Then where is he now?
He passed. He's gone.
Not gone, Kata. When we die, we return to help new plants grow. The plants need me.
There's a circle of life.
Old Cage just up and disappeared.
I'll miss her. Sitting alone in the saloon, never talking.
Yep, definitely my favorite one here.
Something you need?
Ah, you troublemaker.
Good to see you.
I just wanted to show you. I mean, let's hope I can get it to work. See there. I think that might be a pretty cool tactic that you can use if you want. With the double-bladed stance or dual blade. With this, I want to show you, I'm using the same mobs again, but I want to show you the gun and single lightsaber, and just remember that you need, for every mark that you make, takes force. So I only have force for 3, but if you have more force, then you can mark more of them. And like they're suspended, and you can just like shoot at them. So yeah, I use a lot of force with putting them all in, so maybe if I don't do that, then I'll be able to mark more. So this is going to be my review or opinion of the game. So like I say, it's my opinion, what I think of it. Personally, I think it runs pretty well on the PS5. It looks fantastic. It is too bad that on release it didn't work on the PC and that it was actually labeled as unplayable. I hope they have addressed those issues and fixed it. I'm not sure if it is how good it is now on PC. But I have to admit, it's sad that this is happening with games and companies and stuff. Like another good example is Cyberpunk 2077. When that was released, and that was the PS5 actually, then or PS4, which I'm not sure which one it was released on, but there it was the consoles that was the bad ones, and it was so bad that they actually had to recall it, and people had to get their money back and stuff. And another one is very long ago. I don't know if anyone played Dragon Age 2, but that was before there was patches and stuff. And when the game came out, you had the game, and there was a quest giver NPC that just stood there. And the worst is, if you went and looked on the internet, it was a known error, and it's just in the game. So yeah, it's sad that that's happening. But yeah, the combat is fluent, it's fun, especially if you can manage to dodge and parry correctly and stuff, and it's fluid, then it's a lot of fun if you manage to do that. There's like 5 stances. It's the single blade, the dual, double, pistol, and single lightsaber, and then the crossguard. So there's something for everyone. I just wish you didn't have to go sit at a meditation point to change stances. I know you have the 2, so that's pretty cool, but I would have liked it more if you can just change on the fly between all of them rather than just 2 at a time. But yeah, like if you, it doesn't matter what stance you're in, as soon as you jump on the Neko, when you have your pistol, you switch to pistol and lightsaber stance. So yeah, and as soon as you're off again, then you're back to whatever you were using. Then my biggest complaints of the game would be probably, or the things that like make me think it's not 10 out of 10, is like mostly story. But it seems like on one hand I feel especially Kobu is kind of too big. It's just too much to explore and takes too long. Like even after you finish the main story, you can go for days, for hours, where you're just trying to collect everything and all the chests and all the collectibles and the seeds and stuff. And then the 2 things is like the seed garden, that where I'm standing here is, I really don't see what's the point of collecting the seeds and seed gardens unless you really want to come stand here on the garden and just look at it and look at the pretty flowers and stuff. And also the aquarium as well. It's like, yes, it's visible, but I really don't understand what's the thing with collecting the fish. It's like the garden, the seeds and the garden and the fishing is like, it's 2 stuff they just threw in to try and keep you more busy, to give you something to do in the game. Then the big thing is like the story was, and there are going to be spoilers because I am talking about Endgame and like the new game plus and what's happening in the story. So if you don't want to hear that, then either skip ahead or uh, mute the video or something. So is now first of all, like I says, in all the stories and games these days, it's like there has to be depth. There has to be like this gut-wrenching up and downs, and it's to try and keep people involved or something, or they feel it has to keep it interesting or something. And like especially Cordova, I don't really feel what was his danger, why, and now it might be to have been a distraction, but there was almost no time. He could have like there was almost no time spent with Cordova. It might have just been pushed him and dropped a grenade, and Seer stopped the grenade, and Cal like see if Cordova is okay. I really don't understand why they felt that he had to die now. And then with Seer as well as, like I says, I know you can't beat Darth Vader. I didn't expect that, but that attack at the end, it felt more like it was out of anger and not calculated and not like her, like a force. She just lunged at him, and once you're in that lunge, she can't control it, or it's just it's an uncontrollable attack. That's once you're in it, you can't stop it. So it for me didn't really fit with her. But then the big thing is like the story was fine until while you're like chasing Dagan Garen. That makes sense. But then now with Bode turning on you, now on the one hand I do understand where he's coming from. It's like the more people know about Tanalorr, the more danger there is of the Empire getting there and finding it. And especially like the path, it is hiding people from the, it's this network that hides people from the Empire, so they would be more exposed. But the thing is that they had this attitude that Tanalorr is now unreachable. It was attacked before by the Niflin or whatever they're called, and if according to the Star Wars lore, they actually have a way of traveling differently or manipulating faster than light travel differently than what the Empire and the Republic is doing. That's how they got to Tanalorr. But there is ways to get to Tanalorr. The Seer is like you saw, Darth Vader wants to look for her. So if she was going to Tanalorr, then there would have been a huge bounty on the Cal is a huge bounty that they want. So his whole attitude about like now, because Cal wants the path to come there now, it's too dangerous for his daughter, but with Seer, Grease, everyone else, it's fine. It kind of doesn't gel for me. And then also what doesn't kind of make sense for me, and himself as well, is like he worked as a agent for the ISB, for the intelligence bureau for the Empire. He's like one of their like assets, and now he thinks if he just disappears, they're not going to look for him. So, and now if he goes to Tanalorr, like, and it's just him there, him and Kata, his daughter, what are they going to do? How are they going to survive? Now, the one thing is, that's the other thing is, Tanalorr is a beautiful place, but when you're there, you hear birds, but you don't see any other animals. Now, given you're not on a large part of the planet, so there might be life there, but the part you are at looks like seismic activity. There's like broken rock, water here and there. So I'm just wondering how viable is the planet as a livable planet. But then, yeah, like I said, what's his idea there for him and Kata? Is he just going to like use the compass to travel between Tanalorr and other planets and build a settlement where he and Kata just survives? Like Robinson Crusoe or the Gilligans or whatever it's called, just the two of them on a whole planet. I don't understand what his idea was. And then further is like when you do get there, it's like you see, now I do know parents can get fed up with their kids, even good parents, and they are times they snap at them and stuff, but how he treats Kata when you do get to Tanalorr is he shouts at her and pushes her away with the force, and even when you're fighting her is Merrin is the one that actually has to save Kata from his attack, from Bode's own attack. Then also, like, Bode's death even is like, he, like, unless Bode has that condition where your organs are on the other side, he's shot in the right side, your heart is on the left side, and your aorta, your vein or artery that pumps most of the blood is on your left side. So shooting him there, it's more or less in the shoulder, it's not a death wound, and with the lasers, as far as I saw, it's like more or less cauterized already, so I don't know how deadly that wound would have been, but then Cal just shoots him like 2-3 times, and yeah, so that just doesn't fit for me. And then the big thing is why I'm keeping my opinion until now, why I showed you these other videos of me completing this stuff, is I wanted to show you is like Merrin and Cal just more or less adopts Kata. She's fine with seeing her father murdered in front of her. And she's friendly and joking with the people that did it. And flying with them all over the place. So, yeah, and then the after game, the thing that I don't like about it is like, it kind of feels pointless because all the work you've done into Pyloon Saloon and the settlement Ramblers Reach is everyone's leaving. It's like, what is the point of doing all that when the bar is more or less exactly back to where it started before you started the game? So I don't understand kind of what's the point of that. And then lastly, like I said, I do enjoy the game. There's just, the story was okay, and then it all, I don't know, it went, there's a lot of it that like makes it that it's not enjoyable after after you defeat Dang and Gera, where it all goes more or less downhill from there for me. It's so the other thing is like you can only, after you start New Game Plus, you can get the red lightsaber, so if someone wants that. But the thing is that like, kind of like, especially if you're into the lore and stuff, it's like every lightsaber color apparently means something or something. And they even show here is like, to go to the dark side, you actually change that crystal. Like Dangan Gera changes his crystal from orange to red. So if you're playing as with a red lightsaber, now if you're just playing the game and you just want a lightsaber that's a red color, then that's fine. But if you're going with the lore and stuff, then that means Cal is now on the dark side. He had to do that thing with his crystal to have a red lightsaber and be on the dark side. And that ties into what really like kind of like bothers me and irritates me is this like rage that you now get. It replaces your normal slow-mo thing, and now you're going to this dark side rage. Now every time you use that, you're giving into the dark side. So, and you can't choose between the two of them. You only have the option to do the dark side rage once you have changed it. And then with the Bode fight as well, this is you're forced to give into the dark side. You either die and respawn, or you give into it and submit to and go to the dark side. They more or less take that choice away from you. So that's just some of the things that like bother me with, but it's more story wise, and like I say, it's just me personally. Like the game itself is a lot of fun if you want to play it and if you just want to wield a lightsaber. But yeah, so I think that's my opinion. I think I covered everything, like what I think about it and what the things are that like kind of. But like I say, it's more story-wise, not like gameplay-wise and stuff. So I'll see if I can in this video, or I'll have one more video. I think I'll have one more video where I'll show you all the like looks and the lightsabers and the pistols and the customization. Just one more thing that I forgot to mention that I still want to mention is the force stairs. There's 15 of them, and they make the suggestion that there's some other disturbance in the force or something wrong, but then when you finish all 15 you get a trophy, and that's it. There's no like what happened now that you like closed all these stairs or fixed all these stairs. So that's just something else that's like, for me, it's like, yes, you get a skill point for everyone you complete, but there's this suggestion of something here and then nothing, just a trophy. So, like I said, that's my opinion on it, what I think of it, what I thought of it. And like I said, I did enjoy it. It is a fun, cool game. And very, like, interesting encounters, like even a rank or more than one even. But yeah, so have a great day, have a great week, and see you in another video.